This is the arrival section of the Kotoka International Airport. Even before COVID, most international airports had temperature check-in machines. It's been more than 4 months since Ghana had its fair share of the pandemic, which has literally brought the world to a standstill. President Akufo-Addo, after deliberations with a number of stakeholders, have decided to open Ghana's borders. If you come to the arrival section of the Kotoka International Airport now, it goes beyond just a temperature check-in machine. The Citi Newsroom team is here to find out the sort of machines, equipment and protocols that have been put in place by the airport officials to ensure that we're able to know the status of the passengers while regarding the various protocols, i.e. social distancing and washing of hands or using of hand sanitizer. This is the Citi Newsroom. My name is Hanson Agyeman. This part is the upper arrival area. Mandatorily, everybody will have to undergo COVID-19 testing. And for that purpose, everybody will have to use the upper arrival area. There have been markings to ensure social distancing. When they come out of this place, they have to go to their left point because they'll need to make some payments for COVID-19 tests to be undertaken. Per our interactions and per our sources, so far since the borders opened, most of the flights that we've had, or all, if not all, have been chartered flights. So basically, what the passengers would do is to go through this lane. Now, if you pass through this place, there are seats available. These seats are for persons who perhaps might be tired of walking or of standing. Passengers who might not be able or who do not fill their forms, which is the health declaration forms, the port officials have made arrangements for them. Now, there are some of these cards that have been readied so that they can fill their forms right here. If also you have internet access or access to the internet, they've made available to the web page for which you can access the form online and fill as well. Tablets that have been made available by the Ghana Health Service in collaboration with the airport authorities. Basically, just the same way you will fill your health declaration form manually. This is the health declaration. Whether you have any fever, you have cough, you have headache, you have bodily weaknesses. Basically, if in any way you've experienced the COVID-19 symptoms. All passengers now come in to queue here. There are 3 queues for persons who come in here. If you enter the CIDO banking hall that has been created by officials of the First Atlantic Bank in collaboration with authorities, you get to see an ATM, which if need be for you to withdraw money, you can do so. Now, if you are done withdrawing your money, there are tellers also, about 12 tellers here, and there are 2 upper arrival areas. So for everything that you see at this particular upper arrival area, which is the left wing, there's another one at the right wing. If you have done your payment prior to embarking on your trip, all you have to do is to show them your passport and documentations that indeed you've made the payment, and then you can undergo your COVID testing. These cubicles, you may say, are the most important part of the process, because this is where the sample will be taken. Each individual passenger will have a cubicle to him or herself. From what authorities have indicated to us, this particular desk will be where officials of the Ghana Health Service will put their equipment, and then the passenger will be seated here where his or her sample will be taken. Hand sanitizer is situated at vantage points to ensure that while you're taking your test, you're also protecting yourself from contracting the virus. After the sample is taken, a lab has been created here. All officials will do is to take your sample to this lab, and then the testing is being done. There's a way it's being communicated to Port Health officials. So when your sample is done taken, and officials give you the go-ahead to move to the health services area, which usually or initially used to be your normal arrival area, all you just have to do is walk through the space or the way to the Port Health Services area. Despite undertaking the COVID-19 test, when you come to the health services area, it is also mandatory that you go through the temperature check area. Within this space as well, markings have been made to ensure that the social distancing protocol is adhered to. So usually what you would do is that you walk to this red mark, and then you stand here, and then your temperature will actually be taken. When you're positive, they'll direct you to the Port Health officials who will do further screening and determine what should happen next to you. But hopefully, when you are negative, you are allowed to go through the other process, which basically is going to the immigration services to conclude the other processes. And then you can go back home to your family and friends. This is the Citi Newsroom, and we promise that when some flights get to Ghana, we'll bring you up to speed on the reaction of passengers to these processes that have been put in place by the government and various authorities and stakeholders. Reporting for Citi News, Hanson, Agyeman.